everyone, to Celebrate Truth. I'm Robbie Davidson. We've got a really good one for you tonight. I just put out a video just recently. I don't know if anyone had checked it out, but it's based on the survey that came out with YouGov. And the title of the video is Flat Earth is Having Major Impact on People, according to new survey. Well, I'll tell you one thing, the science community is freaking out. When you do a search on Google for flat Earth, you get your top stories. You got Live Science, you got Forbes magazine, you got YouGov. It just gets absolutely incredible. You see this and you got to laugh. But anyways, a third of young millennials are confused about this incontrovertible fact. Only two-thirds of American millennials believe the Earth is round. Oh no. Most flat earthers consider themselves very religious. I went into that in my video. Check it out if you haven't seen it. Maybe we'll do something on that here just a little bit later. But I wanted to just kind of show you this. But when you click on the news, it just goes and goes and goes. So people are actually picking this up. They're really picking this up. You got Inverse, you got Live Science, you got Daily Mail, you got Science Alert, KNSS, you got CBS Pittsburgh, you got YouGov US, you got Forbes magazine. It's just hilarious to see how they are completely freaking out. But it is taking hold, absolutely taking hold. When you see figures like this, and when you get into articles like this, you know something's going on. I wanted to kind of go through Live Science, um, and we're going to go through this one because I think it's really interesting the way they kind of present this. But a third of young millennials are confused about this incontrovertible fact. Love how they kind of say that well, we might be confused. Only 66% of 18 to 24-year-olds in the US are confident that the world is round, according to a new national survey. Now, remember, we've gone through this before. We believe it's round, we just believe it's flat. So this whole idea, they're going to have to start changing the vernacular because the fact is we believe it's round. The whole idea that you could be round without being a sphere is hard for people to grasp, but that's the reality. We do not believe the Earth is a globe. So hopefully in time they're going to be able to change these articles because I see it over and over again. The world is round. They don't believe the world is round. Yes, we do, but we don't believe it's a globe. The findings don't necessarily indicate an epidemic of flat earthism, as only 4% of the 18 to 24-year-old age group said they actually believe the world is flat. Rather, there seems to be a relatively large number in this age group who are willing to entertain doubts. 9% said they had always believed the world was round, but were recently having doubts. 5% said they always believed the world was flat, but were becoming skeptical in that conclusion. Flat Earth philosophy has been around since the 19th century, but has recently blown up online, particularly on YouTube and Twitter. Believers post videos and memes arguing their case for a flat Earth and posting conspiracy theories to explain away everything that makes it clear that planet is in fact a globe. Now, I've gone into this so many times. It's unbelievable to me how many people get deceived with the Earth is a globe. Understand that the Earth is not a planet. I say this all the time. The Earth isn't a planet. Now, if people start understanding that, it will be easier for them to understand because when they look in the sky, they're like, well, what about all the other planets? If all the other planets are spherical, why aren't we? Now, that's a debate in and of itself. The question is, are they spherical? Are they round? Are they disks? I mean, who knows? I mean, they're lights in the sky as far as I'm concerned. But even if they were spherical, everything that God created is nothing like the Earth. The Earth is completely unique and separate from everything else that's in the sky. I find it interesting they go into flat earth believers. It's hard to pin down precisely how many flat earthers there are. The first flat earth conference in the United States, held last year, drew a crowd of 500 according to the organizers. A new survey conducted by YouGov drew respondents from its online panel of 1.8 million residents of the United States. The survey questioned 8,215 adults, and the results were weighted to the representation of the demographic making up the U.S. Overall, the results suggest that 84% of Americans believe the world is round. 5% said they always believed the world to be round, but have recently become skeptical. 2% said the world is flat. Another 2% said they always thought the world was flat, but are having, recently becoming skeptical, and 7% just weren't sure. Young millennials of those ages 18 to 24 were most likely to exhibit round earth skepticism. They got a new term now, round earth skepticism, with only 66% of their belief in a spherical earth. Well, they use spherical there, so I guess they got that right. For comparison, 94% of those 55 and older think the world is round, and 85% 45 to 55-year-olds, 82% of 35 to 44%. And he reads on here. There were many differences in flat earth beliefs across regions of the country and between genders and people of political persuasions. People who reported incomes of less than 40%, blah, blah, blah. I've gone through all this in my video. It's on my channel. Check it out. You will see it. And check it out because I go through pretty much the whole article. These guys are just kind of going through it. They're going a little deeper into it, and they're kind of talking about the breakdown of how this is really starting to take a hold. I mean, like I said, when you start getting into all these different articles, starting to comment on the fact that many people are starting to doubt the fierce the globe model. This is something that we can actually take heart in, the fact that things are changing. People are starting to look at their world different. There is an impact taking place. Remember that most of these surveys, I would say all of the surveys, especially with YouGov, are anonymous. So again, people are free to kind of put down whatever they want, and they don't have to fear repercussions or persecution or name calling. And that's always nice, right? No name calling, and I can just say, yes, I believe the world is flat. And that's right. I'm telling you right now, all the people that are even in the chat tonight, hello everyone. You guys are outspoken and you're out there. There's a lot of people watching passively right now as we speak. There's people that have been, looking into this, researching it, but they're quiet. They're scared to come out, and more people are coming out more and more on this topic. And we're going to see the numbers continually to grow, and it's an exciting thing to see because people are looking into the world's lies. I mean, that's exactly what they are, guys. They're the lies of the world, and they need to be exposed, and we are exposing them. Absolutely, we're exposing them completely in all sense of the word. So this is exciting. I mean, we have to look at it, and we have to kind of go forward. Hopefully you guys are excited about the recent news. I know that there's some major YouTubers that have posted some stuff on flat earth. And again, a lot of people will laugh and mock it, but again, we pretty much all did ourselves. I mean, the majority of us did, but not everyone. And that's the thing, is we have to look at it as this is something that we have to keep pressing forward, and it's exciting. But the science community is freaking out. They're absolutely freaking out right now. You can see it completely with the articles that are coming out. And again, when they do a survey like this, it shows that it's not just a fraction of a percent, but there is a considerable amount of people that are questioning the world. I'm not sure what all you think. If you'd watched videos, you've seen the news recently, but it's exciting. It's really exciting, and hopefully you're excited about everything that is taking place. I'm thankful for you guys that are faithful at Celebrate Truth, that you're in the live stream and the 24/7, and it's great because we're getting the Word of God out to people that basically have been let down by the lies of science or scientism. They basically open the Bible again. They look and they see the truth, the true creator of creation. And that's the amazing thing about this, is people are, looking, they're searching, because when all of a sudden science has let them down, science was supposed to be their rock. It's supposed to be everything that they believed in to be true. And now it's been shattered. Their whole world's been shattered. They go to the Bible, they look at it, and it was there all along. The Bible said exactly what this world was about all along. We knew it, and we just didn't really see it. We weren't really taking it literal or these type of things, but I mean, it was there. The sun, moon, and stars were created on the fourth day, after the earth. It was created in the firmament, and anyone doing a study on the firmament, understanding that the earth does not move, the earth is not curved, and nobody using the scientific method can run an experiment to prove the curvature or the movement of the earth. And these are the two big pinnacle points that really need to be emphasized, is those are the two things. You can't find a curve, and you cannot find movement. And they have tried, and there's no scientific experiment. So when they're going to tell you, oh, it's scientifically proven, no, it's not. Using the empirical scientific method, it is not. And people will say everything, and they'll talk about NASA, they'll talk about astronauts. But really, like it says very clearly in the Bible, let God be true and every man be a liar. And that's the reality here, is that we cannot just put our trust in men. We have to put our trust in God. We have to put our trust in the Bible. And for everyone that's part of my channel, obviously this is something that is important, something that we look to as something that incredibly important. And we do that. We go forward with this knowledge. We go forward with this truth. But again, if you start looking at it in 3 short years, as this has really exploded in 2015, you can see a lot of people are starting to look into the world. I find it exciting. I don't know about all you, but this is really exciting because even when they started saying with millennials, I think one article had said so far, I think it was 4%. 4%. I mean, let's go with the other video I did yesterday here, where I quoted out of IFL Science. They talked about 2%, but let's just say 2 to 4. Let's say 2%. Even 2%, that's a tremendous amount of people when you start doing the math. So again, these percentages are going up. People are being skeptical. The truth is being unveiled, and it's very, very exciting. It's exciting to see. But I just laugh when you see science completely freaking out, like, what's going on? Oh my goodness, what are we going to do? You know, they're confused. Have we failed? Yes, you have failed because you lied. You had nothing but scientism, and it wasn't the truth. It was a bunch of theories of men, the theory of evolution, the theory of gravity, the theory of relativity. I mean, it goes on and on. The theory. And you throw these things out with no empirical evidence whatsoever when it comes to, evolution. There's no transitional fossils. Yep, you told kids for how long that they evolved from a monkey, right? And worse yet, you evolved from a rock. It rained on rocks for millions of years, and from that primordial soup, we became us. Isn't that lovely? Isn't that just wonderful? We're rocks. We're just slime that oozed off the rocks. I mean, and then they wonder why people don't have self-esteem. They wonder why suicide rates are the way they are. They wonder why young kids are acting the way they are. It's because they're told they're animals. They're going to act like animals. The idea is, it's simple. We're not animals. Monkeys create monkeys. People create people. It's as simple as that. And when it gets into the universe and when it gets into the heliocentric Big Bang lie, it's nothing but lies. Absolute lies. It's unbelievable to me how so many people are getting duped time and time again with all this nonsense with scientism. I've spent a very long time, hard at work exposing the lies of scientism, coming out with my two films, Scientism Exposed 1, Scientism Exposed 2, and it's a great way to get it into people's hands, to show them that there are a lot of lies going on, not just with the earth. Again, it gets into so many areas. We can get into all sorts of different areas when it comes to scientism. They're featured in the films, but also on my channel. You can see many, many videos that I've exposed lies of scientism, and especially when it comes to the shape of the earth. And this is the thing that's so shocking because, it's so laughable. How could people, start questioning it? But the fact that so many people are starting to question it shows that there is truth there. People would just laugh this off. I wouldn't even be talking right now. There wouldn't even be channels like mine out there exposing this lie if it was so preposterous, but it's not. The reality is it's so clear. And if all of a sudden you have faith like a child and you can just basically look at the senses of what God gave you, the good senses that God given you, do you feel like you're moving? I sure don't. No one's ever felt the movement, right? Our senses perceive our reality. We are told otherwise by our teachers, professors, parents. And that's the reality is they say, no, 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 no. I know it feels like this, but the reality is this. No, no, no. I know you see that, but you see it's flat, but no, actually it's really curved. Your eyes are playing tricks on you. It's always, don't trust your senses. Trust us. Trust the textbooks. Trust all of these things. And I just sit there and I shake my head continually when it comes to all sorts of things when it comes to this. But again, it's exciting. I wanted to throw this out. Also, I wanted to just test this to see if I could start actually doing more live streams. I know a lot of people have been requesting them. I really wanted to do it. As many of you know, my new baby boy is going to be due here any day. So once that happens, probably be, out of commission for a little bit. But I really do want to do more live streams, quick updates, just different things in the news. It's a nice, easy way that I can interact with you. I can come and say hello, and I know that it means a lot to a lot of you. And again, you mean a lot to me, and I'm thankful so much for your support and everything that we're accomplishing, with Celebrate Truth and what God is doing, through this amazing revelation. So. Anyways, maybe I'll just jump to the chat and maybe say hello to a few people, and yeah, maybe that would be the best thing to do. Let's jump to chat, and I'll say hello to a couple people and see kind of what's going on. All right, so here we go. I just want to say hello and everyone. Derek Nelson, thank you so much. Big shout out to all my moderators at Celebrate Truth 24/7. As many people know, I run a 24/7 stream, basically 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The best biblical, flatter stuff you can find. Not only my stuff, but lots of amazing people that have put incredible stuff together. You can find all their links, like Rob Skiba and other people, in the description for the live stream. But it's been an amazing time just to kind of gather all this information. But big shout out to all my great moderators. I know it can be tough sometimes, and a lot of people come in attacking, but they do a great job. I always say that we laughed and mocked at this, so let's show love, let's show patience. But there's a time and a place, and if people just don't get the idea, then they got to go. But overall, everyone's welcome here. It's not just a Christian live stream. It's not just for Christians. Anyone is welcome. Just obey the rules. The rules are pretty simple. On the live stream, you'll see them going across the screen, or you'll see them in the description. Check it out. It's pretty simple. No cussing, swearing, blasphemy, these type of things. And again, we're big on giving chances, but if you continue on, then you might have to go. But anyways, thanks so much for all the great moderators. I can't say exactly how much gratitude I have for you guys, but you guys just doing a tremendous job, and you're so faithful and true with everything. So thanks so much. Yeah, thanks, Derek. It's great to have you back. Hey, Andy, how you doing? Want to say hello to Plan B. How Nathan Fowler? Thank you so much. Yeah, for all your support. You guys are so amazing. Um, just wanted to kind of go through the chat here. And Brian, thank you so much. Yeah, awesome. I really appreciate all your support, man. It's great to see you. Hey, Trixie. R2 Humdinger. Yes, that's right. Bringing God back into the world. That's right. They've been trying to hide him for so long. And again, through scientism, it's one of the biggest ways Satan has used some institutions, education systems, basically faculty members to hide the existence of God. And what better way to do it through something that people believe is the reality and the truth? You can't debate with it. Well, yeah, we're having that debate. And as we saw, with the statistics, people are waking up. They are questioning. Thanks so much for subscribing, Will. Appreciate that. Hey, Curve Chaser. That's right. Let's chase that curve. Let's see if we can find it. We won't be finding it anytime soon. I haven't been able to find it anytime soon. So I got like the music on here, so it's might be a bit loud. But keep it up, brother. David, thank you so much. Blessings to you, man. I really appreciate all your prayers too. Like, as you'll know, this is a spiritual battle we're in. And again, there's always persecution, and there's a lot of people, coming against this, not just from without, from the world, but even within, sadly. And again, it can take a toll, but you know what? I really pray for God's strength. I pray for God's strength to continue on. Hey, Andy, thanks for subscribing. Um, I really pray for God's strength in this, because I know only with His strength can I actually continue on. If I really rely on myself, I mean, I'm going to fail. I'm going to give up. I really truly am, because this is really tough. You know, quite honestly, it's tough to be on the front lines of this, but it's something that brings me great pleasure, and it's amazing to be used by God in such a way. Hey, Chris from TO. I'm in Edmonton. Love Toronto. Been there many times. Might be sending a Flat Earth conference there sometime soon. We will see. So really appreciate it. Busy Mountain, thank you so much. Yeah, good to see you. Show no fear. Just wanted to say hello to everyone before I kind of concluded this. But again, this was more of a test just to kind of see if I could do more of these. I'll get stuff together, make it a little bit more of a really well-rounded show. But I wanted to get some stuff together just to see how it would work. And I want to do more of these and be able to talk to each one of you and be able to, say thank you for just all of your support. You guys have been just absolutely amazing. Thanks, Chris. I appreciate that. You guys are awesome. Hey, Boneyard. Yeah, awesome. Really good to see you as well. Mike G, thank you. Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, and it's going to be an incredible time. It's going to be amazing as we continue on in the next few years ahead. Like I said, I'm one that and I know some people get discouraged when I say that. Hey, Ruby, thanks for subscribing. Appreciate it. Um, For one that, while I'm optimistic and I know that more and more people are waking up, it's not like the whole world is going to wake up to this overnight. I mean, evolution's been a lie, and, the majority of people still believe they evolved from an ape. So, no, not, everyone is just going to wake up to this. But you know what? It's one person at a time. And slowly but surely, more and more people are waking up. And honestly, all of this is worth it if one person's life is changed for eternity. And for me, it's all about that. If one person comes to understanding the truth in one, Jesus Christ, to me, that is the most important thing, to understand that basically he died, that he rose again, and honestly, all for you because he loves you so much. It's amazing to know that we have a creator that loves us so much and that provided that way, that gave us the way. And really, it's not that hard. It really isn't. It's about surrender. It's just about saying, I believe, really, truly. And to me, that's the most important thing. So, the one person at a time, God's waking people up. And I believe scientism has been really putting the wool over people's eyes for so long. And now the blinders are coming off. People are actually waking up in mass numbers, in mass numbers. And remember that when you see people online and social media, understand that only represents about 10% of the people that are waking up. Most people are scared. They maybe don't want to talk to their family yet. They don't want to post anything. They don't want the ridicule. And again, just seeing people like us and doing the things that we're doing, they get courage and they get, they have more courage just to come out and say what they have to say, especially with this topic. And you're going to see more announcements. You're going to see whether it's celebrities or sports stars or one by one, more and more people are going to question it because why? Because it's the reality. The truth is right there. Look out. You can see it's flat. We don't move. And again, there is no scientific experiment to prove otherwise. Not to mention, the Bible's very clear. If you read it, it's all there. And it will always be true. It will always be faithful and true. Again, people always run away from the Bible, but again, they always continually come back and know, wow, it was right all along. Whether it was the archaeological digs, whether it was prophecy, whether it doesn't matter. The idea is very, very simple that the truth can be found in one. And truly, it comes down to one man. And people can say whatever they want. They can do whatever they want. And that's the idea. But they know that something is going on when all of a sudden the world is systematically trying to destroy a creator in their mind. Why are they so petrified? Why would they be so scared? Why wouldn't they just say, oh, maybe an intelligent being, made a big bang? Why didn't they say that? No, they don't want any mention of that. They want to hide the fact. And again, this is a war that we're in. It's a spiritual war, and we need to pray. We need to continue to search for the truth, and we're all on this journey together. And that's the wonderful thing. I don't have all the answers. I don't need to have all the answers. The one who I serve, the one who I follow, has all the answers. I follow him. I go by his lead, and everything will be great. So I really appreciate all your prayers, your support. Andrew, morning to you. Hey, Poppy, nice for you to drop in. Blessings to you as well, Grounded. Appreciate that. And yeah, so I don't know if there was anyone left here. Like I said, I wanted to just come in really quickly. What I'm going to do is once this stream is done, this video, give it about 5 minutes, and the regularly 24/7 live stream will be back up. So you'll get a notification for that. Like I said, I wanted to just pop in. Hey, Barbara, nice to see you. Hey, AMC, good to see you as well. Hey, Crystal, appreciate it. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. It's awesome. Like I said, we're on the front lines with this, and we're just continuing on, and we're going forward. And it's amazing that you're all part of this journey. Hey, Paul, how you doing, man? Yeah, it's so great. I know, and it's going to be incredible. So I'm going to down the road, obviously, have this set up to have special guests on and do different things. I just wanted to get everything kind of in place to be able to do more. There's been a lot of people requesting it. I've been kind of wanting to do it. For me, it's just it's more personable. It's easier. I can kind of talk about headlines, different things that are going on in a quick way. And as you know, I work on a lot of different things. One thing I wanted to let everyone know is I'm working on my first book as well. Hopefully it'll come out in the summer or the fall. I'm not sure. But again, that's been in the works for a bit. And we'll see what other documentaries I have planned for 2018. Like I said, I always like to surprise, and I'm always working on stuff. And hopefully we can expose the lies, and you can use those resources, whether they're on YouTube or you get my DVDs and get those into people's hands. However you do it, it all counts, and we're all making a difference, and God is using each one of us to wake up a lost generation, but a generation that desperately wants to know the truth about all things, especially when it comes to their origins, when it comes to the earth, when it comes to everything that we've seen. So let's do this together. We're in for a fun ride. Like I said, science is completely freaking out. What are they going to do? They can't do anything. Greater is he that is in us than he who is in the world. And Satan will try many tactics, and he's tried so long to hide himself inside scientism, and he's being exposed. The light is showing the darkness, and it's showing the hideous works of what he's been able to do for so very long. And one by one, God is starting to reveal it through people, and they're questioning it, and it's going to be a great time. So, thanks so much. It's awesome to be able to do this, to pop in, say hello to everyone. I'll be doing this a lot more, so get ready for it. It's going to be exciting. I appreciate every one of you, and let's celebrate truth. Let's expose the world's lies. Blessings to you.